Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his Friday guest, Mr. Stephen Dow. How are you, sir?
So glad to be back, man. I know I missed you guys for the last 2 weeks, so
Dude,
doing great though.
I talk to you, I get energized. You just have this, the ability to send electricity through the computer is amazing. You just pump me up every day. I don't even need coffee when I talk to you. It's fun.
I get that a lot, and that's probably why they have me doing shows. And
yes,
so
get him there. Yeah,
exactly. I love what I do, and I think it shows. But it's very,
it's fun.
It's fun. It's fulfilling. You're actually, providing good service, and I'm making a great living. So, how much better can this be? So
there you go. Well, hey, one thing I want to do is just keep reminding folks of where not you as Velocity Mortgage play and where you don't play. Right. Again, anytime I can help people really focus on you to help them versus, wasting both your time, I think it helps both parties. So I want to do this particular show on where you play and where you don't play. I think it's easier to highlight where you don't play. Let's just get that out of the way.
That'd be easiest.
I know two things.
Yes.
If they're calling for an owner-occ loan, they need to call someone else.
Correct.
Is that fair?
Or if they're looking 100% fair, if they're looking for comparison against other bank loans, as far as full documentation, using your tax returns, pay stubs, or even some of these Alt-A bank statement programs, you should try all of those resources first. Once all of that fails, then you would come to me. 100%.
Yeah. So that's number two, right? So number one is owner-occ, don't bother. Doesn't matter if you're pristine.
Only on residential. Only on residential.
On residential. If you do apartment, single family.
Right.
Number two, you don't play with new construction.
No new construction, no ground up. Nope.
No ground up construction. Again, don't call them. And then I just want to ask specifically, does that include adding an ADU, right? You have a house and you're going to add an ADU in the back?
No, it just depends on the capacity or how much they're adding as far as like total square feet. So normally they would provide like a breakdown of what they're going to be doing to either a already existing structure, like a garage or something like that. But again, it just depends on the amount of rehab.
Yeah. So I want to, again, I want to remove as much gray as I can.
Yes.
Right? So for example, if you are doing a garage conversion, you're not really adding square footage. You're adding internal walls and plumbing.
Correct.
And there's enough, equity in the house.
Yep.
But if you're going to an architect and you're adding a full ground up.
Correct.
Go somewhere else.
Well, no, you can, but again, only to, I believe, around 500 square feet or
they want it to be below, so not the 1200.
Right.
Okay.
So,
All right. So what I would tell my audience, if you're doing ADU stuff, go somewhere else. Unless it's a garage conversion, then that's the one exception.
Well, you could have that conversation, but I would appreciate some of that gray area to kind of simplify stuff. But I think you're right about that.
Now let's talk about where you do play, because I think there's a couple of very important areas, especially in today's environment. Number one for me is self-employed.
Yes.
Self-employed. I just talked to Matt, the mortgage guy, again this week. It is still no go.
Yeah.
Tough's the right word. I might call it impossible, but you want to call it tough. Go ahead. To get traditional bank lending if you're self-employed, right? The last year, the tax hiccups.
You jump through a lot of hoops. That's what I keep hearing.
And there's no guarantee.
Yeah. And I always say that, hey, have you exhausted all your, resources? Yeah. I mean, I just don't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
I just refinanced and it was horrendous. And I'm like, I get it, so
Well, that's why I came to you. Again, you cannot believe how many people try to get my business.
Right.
And I have heard, I mean, especially Olivia hates paperwork, freaking hates it. So we have been promised no less than 10 times that these people could refi. People always come to us, hey, we want to refi all your houses.
Right.
I'm like, really?
Sure.
Really? Like, I've heard this before. And I mean, I remember one time we had to collect every lease. When you own as much as we do, that's a lot of, every lease is 21 pages.
No, I know.
Right. I mean, Jesus. So we did.
I'm working with somebody right now. It's a 12-unit apartment, but we're only asking for, I think, like 5 of the leases.
Samples.
Because generally speaking, the middle pages are all general kind of.
It's all give me the first page, right?
Disclaimers. It's the first and last page that have all the details.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
so again,
and what are the terms? What else do I need?
Let me be very clear. Olivia will not let us do a bank loan again. She is done with people making promises. Oh my God. She's so done. So again, that's why we came, because I'm not doing that again.
Right. Simplicity, speed.
Well, for me, it's none of that. For me, it's certainty. I would not have been upset if the 6 or 7 banks who tortured us ended up delivering. None of them did. They all got to the end and they all created these I almost lost it. These crazy excuses. And I told them day one, you're going to screw us.
Right.
Oh no, you don't understand. We have this special thing and this extra widget and you're going to screw us. Oh no, we promise.
And that's after the appraisals have been paid for.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah. We were out thousands of dollars.
Every time. That's how they get you, man. That's how they get you.
Very upset.
Yeah.
So self-employed. Another one is you don't do DTI, right? Debt to income.
Right. Well, I mean, in the capacity of rental properties, it's more DCR or DSCR.
Okay.
Yeah, because debt to income is comparing their personal income against their personal debt. Right. In the case of rental property, it's the income from the property or net operating income against the mortgage payment. So
there you go.
Yeah, in this case, we don't DCR actually residential or 1 to 4 unit.
Oh, there you go.
So that's where in the areas of 2 million to 5 million, which is a range that we're very strong in.
Right.
No, it never DCRs. So you come to us, my rates are pretty competitive right now with no DCR. So the $2 to $5 million range, we just recently funded a $6.1 million single family.
Wow.
Yes.
Now I'm confused because just a minute ago we said you don't do owner occ.
Right. That wasn't owner occ.
$6 million what is it, a freaking Airbnb or something?
This
no idea.
Supposedly, it wasn't my deal, it wasn't my account. But from what I heard, the borrower owns like 200 million in real estate. Why would we say no?
Yeah, exactly.
Great credit. You know what I mean? It's like
done.
No brainer.
Here you go. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. And the other thing that you do perform now, and it's actually off market or off book or whatever you guys call it, is you're actually going down to I'll call it more credit challenged individuals.
Yes, that's a good thing I wanted to touch upon. We're now able to actually, and this off rate sheet, because
off rate sheet
promoting it. We don't want trash, I guess, in a sense. I wouldn't say trash. I apologize. I take that back. We would prefer higher quality borrowers, and statistically 650 and above is where we would want it. But we've learned that in some cases people have hiccups, right?
Yeah, especially the last year.
Right. So we're trying to be more accommodating, again, a make sense lender, right?
Of course.
So we try to kind of weigh out our risk level based upon those circumstances. So now off rate sheet, I can actually go from 650 normally down to 620 and even down to 600 mid FICO score, but with a maximum of 60% LTV. So there's some give and take.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus my maximum 75 on 650 or higher. Now I can, still help you out if you got enough equity, but I only need 600 FICO, but you can only get 60% LTV max.
Yeah. So I just love that.
Rolled out of the presses yesterday.
Yeah. I love the make sense lender. I think that's exactly what you are.
Right.
Yeah, it's just awesome. So any other things come to mind that you do or don't do that you want to make sure you hit? I guess the one I have to hit that I almost forgot is 30-year money on apartments in commercial properties. I know because I got it. I did one of those. I still can't believe that no one else is doing it. You guys are awesome. 30-year money.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, believe it or not, I'm in conversations with several as far as purchases. We just haven't gotten really the refinances on the apartments just yet, because I don't know, maybe generally speaking, maybe most of your viewers are maybe on the conservative side or something, maybe a lot of commercial conventional loans. I don't know, maybe they're just currently in them right now. I don't know. Yeah, the situations, but 30-year fixed, like you said. Also, my 30-year fixed loans can also come with an interest only option to it if you want, for the first 10 years.
Yeah,
on a 30-year fixed loan.
I know.
So again, when stuff gets a little rough, another maybe, God forbid, pandemic or whatever, inclement weather, severe, extreme weather events that are happening causes that area to just shut down, no power, like in New Orleans for months at a time. What are you going to do? Well, instead of refinancing to a bridge loan, you now have the ability to fall back on interest only payment for those 10 years. So a good emergency, just in case, a little insurance, right? Right now we live in kind of crazy times, but the stability of 30-year fixed. That's all.
There you go. Yeah. Again, folks, if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I am a stickler for 30-year fixed rate money, because I'm afraid where rates will be in 2025. I'm legitimately afraid of that. So, Stephen, how should people reach out to you?
SDAO, SDAO at velocity, the word mortgage.com. It's usually down below. But when you email me, put in the subject line ORAT, ORAAT, just those acronyms or those letters. And then also, if you don't mind, please leave your best phone number to be reached at, because usually a phone call is a lot faster than a bunch of emails going back and forth. So
I like it. Yes, folks, one rental at a time, give them a shot. I've used them twice, one for purchase, one for refi. Again, 30-year money on apartments. Can't believe it. So thanks, Stephen. Enjoy your week. And again, congrats on moving mom in. That's a nice touch. I like that.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, brother.
Uh-huh.